Hello everyone, good morning. If you are part of the morning workouts, we're going to start our intermediate warm-up straight away with some squats. This is the intermediate version, so we're doing the squats with little lift onto our balls of the feet. So you can choose how intense you want this to be, either by going lower with the squats or by being a little bit faster than on the video. So you choose what you do. I recommend you start slowly to warm up the joints, the connective tissue, increase heart rate and breathing rhythm, and then you can go for it. So squats, lift on toes, putting the arms into the movement, releasing the shoulders. And here we go. Warming up the legs, part 2, is forward lunges. So you want to step out forward with the feet staying parallel. And we're landing on our heels and then rolling forward very softly to soften the impact for our knees a little bit here. And again, you decide if you do want to go low, mid or high with your lunge and how fast you're going to go. So you can imagine if you do this very quick and pushing back again from this forward foot, then this will be more intense. So you don't always have to jump and run and do burpees and jumping jacks to increase the intensity. You can do a very simple movement and just make it quicker. All right, legs number 3, and this time lots of back and butt work, glute work. Side step out. So I want you to find a middle position where you have equal space to the right and the left. Happens to me all the time that I bump into something with the second side. So make sure you have 2 sides that have equal space. Otherwise, push something around. And then step out, bend the outer knee a lot. The inner knee doesn't bend, it stays straight. And I would like you to touch the floor with the inner hand. And this is not because the floor is so nice and you just want to touch it. It's more to bend forward so that we get our butt and the hamstrings warmed up with this forward fold, flexion in the hips. Okay, cool. Let's let the legs relax a little bit and come into all fours, plank position, plank into V, and we're coming from V pose into a forward roll into plank position. So this is 2 things. 1, I want you to start engaging the core, and second, I do want you to warm up your spine. So especially in the plank and the roll, I want you to suck the belly button in, and when you're rolling, to make your spine as round as possible. Really try to tap into positions of your spine where you haven't been around before, where you have not gone before. And the V is more like a relaxation, a chest opener and a spine lengthener. Here we go, turn around, crab position. Fingers are pointing outwards to allow you to do this outward rotation with the shoulder. Otherwise, it will be really difficult to come up into this crab reach. And you decide if you sit down in the middle or if you stay up. And I would like you to have the knees parallel above the feet. There's a lot I want you to have today. I just don't want you to hurt yourself. That's why. So crab position, lifting the arms, alternating, reaching up and over, and imagine that you want to do a backflip, just like in your head. This could be making the whole movement a lot more fun, and you can, oh my god, just go around backflip. Why not? The less exciting. We're standing in, we're staying in plank position, shoulder taps. However, this is not about tapping your shoulder or, clapping your own shoulder, because you're amazing, you're still amazing, but I would like you to keep your hips stable. So the whole challenge here is to find a solution to not wiggle and wobble around with your hips. So that must be somewhere in creating tension, like an arc in your body. I bet the abs are involved, maybe the legs are too. I'm not giving away anything here. Find your own solution so that the hips don't move. It's a tricky one. Okay, I bet you got it. So you can stand back up. And since our joints should be warmed up right now we're coming into a little bit of a cardio part. 3 steps sideways, knee lift in the middle. So the arms go a little bit slower than the legs because we have a 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 movement here. So the arms come into the center every time the knee is coming up. If this is all too complex because you just don't get this 1, 2, 3, just make sure that you're running sideways. You can do 4 steps, 5 steps, 6 steps, I don't care, because I just want you to warm up your side of the hips. We've been stepping forward a lot, we've been squatting, but now I need you to warm up your sides. Great one. Hope your shoulders and wrists released a bit because we're coming back into plank position, and this time we're rotating the knee to the opposite elbow. And the elbow needs to bend a little bit because you need to come down with the chest slightly. This is such a good workout. I love this, and whenever I'm in a really good shape, then I can stretch the leg out, and sometimes I can't. So this is a great test for your fitness. If you can stretch the leg out, or keeping the knee bent is also just as fine. Lower leg, have a look. You're pivoting on the inside foot, inner arch. So pivot on the inner arch with the back leg. Makes it a lot easier. Here we go, have a little bit of a breather. We're rotating the spine, so we've been rolling, we've been twisting now in the plank. Now we're doing it without any weight. So come into that wide squat position, hands on the inside of your knees, elbows wide. Try to pull your elbows out of your shoulder. And now rotate left and right. So imagine you want to push one shoulder down into the middle and the other shoulder goes up. And the head comes with the spine into that same rotation, so you're always looking over the upper shoulder. It's a bit like, oh, there's a bird. Where's the bird? Oh, there's the bird. See, there's another bird. So there's 2 birds flying over you, one on the right and one on the left, and you're just looking at birds. All right, chop rotation. This is a coordination as well as a bit of a core workout. So what I would like you to practice is to first move the feet, then the knees, then the hips, and then the upper body. It's like something comes like a cascade through your body. Feet start, knees, hips, and then the upper body. It's like throwing a disc, and you're simply going from left to right. If you want to, you can hold something in your hands, but you don't need to. This is without equipment, you don't need anything at all. And as mentioned, you can pick up the pace and become a little bit faster if you do want this to become a higher intensity, but you don't have to. This is warm up. So we're all good, because here we go. Jumping from one foot to the other while kicking your butt. Latest sport. So come into your running, kick those legs up. I want you to, here we go again, I would like you to bring your heels all the way to your hips without lifting your knees. So you're simply bending the knee. Great hamstring work. And those arms are runner's arms. So they go back and forward, mobilizing the shoulders here a lot and allowing your spine to work contralaterally in rotation, helping you to get that rebound. Running is so much spinal rebound and connective tissue that is storing the energy. Connective tissue that stores the energy is what makes us run. And here we go. Hurdle steps. Start with the feet parallel and then step over an imaginary hurdle to your left and to your right. Arms are moving with it. Arms always diagonally, so the shoulders can rotate and the spine can rotate too. Much healthier than if you would just stay squared and not moving with the upper body at all. It wouldn't feel as nice. So moving the upper body, releasing those shoulders, moving those arms feels so much better. Bring those knees up, we're greasing our hip joint. Well done. We have 4 more rounds to go until I'll let you do your workout or start your real workout or whatever you're doing. High knees. So picking those knees up, knee hip height. And this is really energetic. And this is the last high impact exercise that we're doing in this warm up. So you can really go for it. And this is again to adapt your heart rate to what's coming. I bet you're gonna do working out later. I want you to have more oxygen in your body. Your body temperature needs to be elevated a little to dilate your arteries and your veins for more blood circulation. So you get all the nutrients and the oxygen where it needs. Good, now have a breather, come into all fours and we're engaging arms and legs diagonally. So we're picking up right arm and left leg, extending arms shoulder height, legs hip height, lengthen and then crunch it all into the middle. You don't need to cross diagonally, you can simply bring the elbow in parallel on the same line as well as the knee. That allows you much better to have the hips square to the ground and not overstretching the hip joint of the bottom leg or knee. I don't know if you know what I mean, but I hope you do. Keep going. We have 2 more exercises to go for. Walking plank, triceps work. So we're starting in a plank position. Make sure that the hands are underneath the shoulders and then drop onto the elbows into Sphinx position. So that means that your forearms stay parallel and your palms are flat onto the ground. And then you're coming back up, walking up into plank. Now you don't want to do that always the same side first because that will be the triceps that is going to hurt tomorrow. You do want to alternate left and right, so either way going up, alternating, or going down, alternating, whatever you do. Make sure that right and left get the equal amount of triceps work. Otherwise you need to do this sequence again for the other side now. Alright, last one. Plank around the world, engaging the back a little bit more. Here in plank position, we're only lifting one arm and one leg at a time. So that's arm, leg, leg. But if you feel like it and if you want to, you can go all the way to plank Superman, which is diagonally lifting arm and leg. That's right. Arm and leg comes up at the same time. So we'd be lifting right arm, left leg, and then put it back down and then lift arm, right leg. So whatever you do what you like, do what you want, do what does good to you and pushes you further. So I hope you like this little warm-up. Have fun with whatever you're doing now, your workout, your run, or simple stretching. See you soon. Bye.